Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. These Jags and Jets, they met in one of the stranger games a season ago, Week 4, I believe it was, and got all the way down to 28 seconds remaining in OT before Chandler Catanzaro ended it for the Jets with a 41-yard field goal to win 23-20.
One of the highlights of the season for the Jets, but how about the Jaguars finishing their year at the AFC Championship game?
Mike 39, Lucy. Hey, spread right, spread right, snap.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Spread right, 72. Hank.
Bortles now to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Get wide, man. Get wide, man.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Pryor has it complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Get wide, man.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. And he's able to put it through. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go.
Bortles to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Here we go. Spread left.
Fournette, a first down carry. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. Shark's got it. Left side. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
Let's go. Here we go.
Now Bortles on the bootleg. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Yes, sir. Delta. Get wide now. Delta.
On the carry, it's Edmonds. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Bridgewater from his end zone on third down. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try to help out their defense.
Got the safe completion on third. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And an update from the Circle City up in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep an eye on that one moving forward as we wrap up the first month of NFL football.
I 39, Lucy. Hey, spread right, snap.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, able to push his way through. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Here we go. So right.
To throw is Bortles. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, here's Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. First down, Bridgewater. He's got his man. It's Curse. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, the receiver won in a big way.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Go.
Now a first carry for the fullback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. This will be caught at about the 5. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now out come the Jags. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
We got 3, fellas. Here we go. Sunday.
Check it out, check. 53 flight. Check. 53 flight.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. That's caught inside the 20. So a minute 55 to go in the 1st half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's a give to Fournette. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Green 80.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Looking back to Leonard Fournette's rookie campaign, over 1,000 yards rushing. And coming into the league, some people saw this kid as an ex-Adrian Peterson. What can we expect from him going forward?
I like the comparison because of the size, the strength, the speed. But I think he catches the ball better than Adrian Peterson. So I think they can up his utilization in the passing game. But what really impressed me was down the stretch in the divisional playoff game against Pittsburgh, hurt his ankle, left the game for a while, and came back and helped power his team to a big victory. Remember, he had some dings at LSU that kept him out of a few games. I thought that was a breakthrough for Leonard Fournette.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Here's Edmonds. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Play fake. Bridgewater. That's caught right side by Anderson. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Bridgewater. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Darius Stewart now on the return. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So out now come the Jets. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Play action now. Bridgewater. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Here we go, gotta go. Get wide, man.
They go play action here on 1st down. Anunua's got it, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Get wide, man.
Now Edmonds. Oh, twisting away. And he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Delta. Five down. Five down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Going underneath for Crowell. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On third down, Bridgewater steps away to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll run it again with Fournette. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here we go, here we go.
A handoff to Fournette. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Let's go, let's go.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Let's go, let's go. 11, 11.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Now a play fake. Bortles. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Back now in Jacksonville as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Delta.
Second down, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Now it's him. Bridgewater loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Pryor has it complete. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. From the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Bortles leads the Jags up first and 10 at the 20.
So right.
On first and 10, here's Bortles. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 55 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Looking for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Bortles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Bortles again. And incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Nice 39, Lucy.
Bortles now on 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Now Bortles. And they will get back to it in one score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here you go.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And this is caught by Curse. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They run with Edmonds. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. To throw, Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 18. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Over the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Spread left. 372.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. T.J. Yeldon in the final minute. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Hurry up. Get wide, man.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the penalty, it's Crowell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The Jets on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. The pitch to Crowell. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this case is one. Do me dirty, I'ma find you lay out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the C and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now these wanna date us. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now me blow, bust off like a